Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yomi Adu, and I'm the CEO of Europe Travels and Tours. We all know that in this channel, I do talk about Africa, African people. I talk about businesses that one can run in Africa. I talk about Africans in diaspora who are coming back to settle down. Then I also encourage people abroad, as in Africans abroad, even non-Africans, to come to Africa to invest. Okay, that is what I do here in this channel. And if you are here to subscribe to this channel, please, I want you to be part of this community. We run this community 24/7, as in six times in a week, from Monday through Saturday. Today, I have an interesting topic and I want you to comment your opinion. Very, very simple thing, but it is sensitive. It calls for the attention of every one of us, those of us who are Africans. And those who are not even Africans, I think if you are seeing me and you are watching me, you can also chip in your own opinion. Let us learn together. We all know that African youths, they always move en masse to outside Africa. They go to Europe, they go to America, they go to Asia, looking for greener pastures. Some of them going abroad for studies, some going to work, and some on health basis, on health ground. They do travel abroad, for one reason or the other. Now, what we are saying is, in the course of moving en masse from Africa to outside Africa, there is also what we call brain drain. That is, our excellent people, as in strong, intelligent people in Africa, they're also being moved away to other places. What should we do to stop them from going abroad? That is the topic for today. What should our leaders do if they don't want our youth to travel abroad? Before we can do proper justice to it, let us check why youths, these our youths, why are they fleeing Africa? Why are they, traveling to Asia, to Europe, to America? Because if we're able to know on what grounds do they love to travel, if we're able to know that, then we should be able to, provide solution. Let's help our government. Let's help our leaders all over Africa. So we want to look at the reason why these youths are always going abroad. So the first one is what I call poor or substandard education. Poor or substandard education. Look at our schools in Africa. Anyway, not all the schools in Africa, but majority of the schools, especially tertiary institutions, majority of these schools, they don't have courses that can, number one, in fact, before even talking about courses, those schools, can we really call them schools? We are talking about schools where lecturers always lay down, tools. They go on strike for 1 month, for 1 year. Imagine, what do you expect from the students? What about schools where, the order of the day is corruption amongst lecturers? What do you expect? It means the standard of education in such schools will surely come down. So, poor or substandard education, that is one of the reasons why these youths are traveling abroad. Then let me quickly go to the second one. The second one is what I call poor health system. Poor health system. Go to most of our hospitals in Africa, all across Africa. Most of these hospitals, when you get there, especially in West Africa here, there will not be drugs, as in medicine, in hospitals. Some, they have outdated or expired medicines. So If, and also facilities, good facilities in hospitals, they are not there. And when somebody is sick, as I always say, health is wealth. So if someone is not healthy, he or she would try to go and look for, solution anywhere he can find it, or anywhere she can find it. So these are the reasons. This is the number 2 reason why our youths keep going abroad. And don't forget, once we're able to dissect the reasons why they travel abroad, then the solution will be easy. All we need to do, or all our government need to do, is to tidy up those points we are talking about. So I've talked about 2 points now. The first one, I said poor or standard education, and the second one, poor health system. Okay, guys, the third point that I want us to take note of, why these youths keep going abroad, is what I call inadequate sport facilities. Inadequate sport facilities. Now, we all should agree with me that Africans, especially African youths, are strong, they are energetic, they are athletic. That is why they are doing fine when it comes to sports. But in their various countries, if the sport facilities, if they are not good, if they are not up to date, if they are not up to standard, it will affect those youths who want to, who have chosen sports as their own career. A lot of them are footballers. So if somebody has chosen sports, let's say badminton, for instance, as his own career or a career, if the facility is not there, if the facility is not good enough, I tell you, there is no way this person will perform well. Number 4 is what I call unemployment. It is a problem that, it's a general problem in Africa. It's a general problem. Someone will go to school, after 4 years, 5 years, he will graduate, then he will sit down at home again for the next 4 or 5 years. What is that? It means we are turning out graduates that we cannot reabsorb into the society, that we cannot employ. So what do you expect of these children, these graduates? Any little, slight opportunity they have, they will go abroad. Now, I am saying this so that our government in Africa should know that they need to do something about high unemployment rate. It is just too much in Africa. Let me go to number 5. I call that one bad governance. Bad governance. And I'm not sparing any government. We need to do the needful. We need to do the necessary things. What governance is all about, if we can provide it for our people, provide necessary facilities, make the people happy. What they call minimum wage in Nigeria, for instance, I wonder if that minimum wage will be enough for somebody like me for 1 week. I doubt it. Minimum wage in Nigeria as we speak is 70,000 naira. How am I going to manage that? You understand? And you now want to give somebody that will spend, you expect the person to spend it for a whole month. You see, that is bad governance. If our leaders in Africa can do what is necessary to make the citizens happy, I tell you, our youth will stop fleeing. They will stop going abroad for greener pastures. Number 6 is what I call poor incentives or remuneration, salaries. If the salaries of workers, if they are not encouraging, what do you expect? That means any little opportunity they have, they go abroad. Regardless, even if the workers, if they are strong, if they are energetic, if they are skillful, if they are talented, they will still go abroad. If the incentives, the salary, if the salary is low, I tell you, they will go abroad. Especially if they start comparing themselves with their counterparts in Asia, in other continents of the world. They will also want to leave Africa and go abroad. So our government should do something about this. From the northern part of Africa through west, east, central, and southern part of Africa. They should do this. They need to review the salaries of workers every time. And don't forget this thing. Fathers and mothers. Imagine if a father and a mother are civil servants and they have children that they are training in school. If the money is not enough, how do you expect them to take care of their family? Before you know it, the father will leave Africa and say he is going abroad, leaving the mother and the children back home. And you see, in that case, anything can even happen to their marriage. Anything can happen to their marriage. So the government has a very good role to play when it comes to making our youths to remain here in Africa. If you want them to remain in Africa, you have to do something. That is point number 6. Point number 7. We are not encouraging our youth to go back to agriculture, to go back to farming. That's number 7. Africa is blessed by God with fertile ground, with arable land. Why is our government not encouraging youth to go back to farming? Why? Why? Why are we not encouraging our youth? If the government can encourage the youth to go back to agriculture, to go back to farming, I tell you, a lot of them will not go abroad. Okay, imagine somebody learned welding, is a welder. If he doesn't have, okay, in a situation whereby electricity is not stable, he will not have much work to do. And if he doesn't have much work to do, if we can encourage him, we give him money, we provide land for him to go back to agriculture, he will be happy. He will do something. If he has an offer tomorrow to travel abroad, he will not go. So these youth, they will continue to move abroad in their thousands, in their millions, if we don't do what is necessary. The 8th one is what I call lack of infrastructure. Lack of infrastructure. Now, let me take it from road. If the road is not okay, gallops here and there, and these youths, you see them, they are always on the internet. They will see roads in UK, in US, in Dubai. They will be happy. They will also want to go to a place like that. That's talking about road. What about beautiful edifices? Good ones. If they see it abroad, as youth, they are strong, they are energetic. They will want to go for it. They will want to go for it wherever they can find it. But you see, if there's good infrastructure here in Africa, I tell you, the youth will care less. As in, they will not care to go abroad. They will not care to go to other continents if their own home is okay. Now look at our Nigerian brothers and sisters, not only Nigerians, Africans. When they get abroad, they will look for a very beautiful place. They pose for camera, they snap pictures. Why? Because they don't have all those ones back home. They don't have those ones back home. As if abroad is heaven. No. I think the government needs to do something seriously here. If you don't want our youth to keep flying abroad every time, do you know what these youths do before they get money to go abroad? Some of them, their parents will sell properties. They will sell land, they will sell houses, and use the money to send the children abroad. Are we going to blame them? No. Because if the government disappoints, then parents, they don't want to disappoint their children. So once they get the money, they put the money on them, then they travel abroad. Our governments, if you want our youths to remain here in Africa, please do everything within your capacity to make sure they are happy. Let us be happy in Africa. Let there be good electricity 24/7 in all the countries, 54 countries in Africa. Let there be light everywhere. If there is light everywhere, everybody will be happy. Let there be water, as in potable water, drinkable water. Let there be water everywhere. Encourage different industries. Encourage agriculture. If agriculture is encouraged, I tell you, a lot of people will say, because we know there is money in agriculture. Encourage small and medium business owners. Encourage them. Give them grants. If you can't give them grants, if it is loan, give them loan. Let them go into what they know how to do. Encourage them. Tighten up the security. Let them be happy. I tell you, a happy person or a happy family is a happy nation. If everybody is happy, especially the youth, if you make the youth happy, I tell you, less of them, less, minute, will be traveling abroad. A lot of them will stay here. In the coming weeks, I'm still going to run, because I am, you know, what I do is all about Africa. There are some countries here in Africa, their youth hardly travel to Europe, to Asia. I want to do a kind of study of those countries. Maybe our leaders in other countries here in Africa can learn. Please, let's do the needful. Let's help our youth. Let them remain here. Africa is good. Africa is blessed. Africa is the future of the world. Africa is the hope of the rest of the world. Let's do everything within our capacity to make sure that our people remain here. So guys, till I come your way again, I remain ever sincerely yours, Yomi Adu. Keep watching this channel, Era of Travels and Tours. And if you have comments, please drop your comments. As you're doing it, somebody out there will be watching. And if you are connected to any of the leaders, tag this video to the person. You understand? Tag the video to the person, let them watch it. So make sure you share this video, let it go viral. Let us save our continent. Let's save our continent. Let's save the strong ones from going abroad. The most intellectuals among us, let's save them from going abroad. Let them remain here in Africa. So till I see you again, guys, thank you.